I have a question for Peter. Peter Taylor.
Peter Taylor. Peter Taylor. Do you want to go ahead with the question then, Ashley?
Thank you. Peter, you're saying that you're pushing for the exemptions to be removed under the waste framework correctly, and that this would be a good thing. Clearly there are a number of large commercial operators that are operating illegally outside of the exemptions. But what we do have is a number of wholesalers, tire wholesalers, that collect tires in small quantities from retailers, vehicle dealerships, bring them back to their base where they're then bulked up and taken, quite often by TRA members, away for reprocessing or whatever. If we do away with exemptions, it's going to mean that those wholesalers have all got to apply for waste management licenses, which in itself then becomes a very onerous, costly operation, and rather seems to be overkill.
Not necessarily, it's a good question, but if we look at what has happened in Scotland, where exemptions have already been, have come to an end, there are specific exemptions in the regulation to allow for stocks of used cars held by retailers and the like. So I think it's very easy to manage that situation.
I would say stock is held by retailers, yes, but not wholesalers. Our operation in Scotland has had to go through the waste management licence application because of that, because we no longer fell under the exemption.
Well, that may be the case. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it comes to numbers, and there has to be a cut-off somewhere. And if your operation is that large, then maybe full waste management compliance is the way to go.
I think when we're talking of smaller wholesalers or wholesalers generally, this will affect everybody. This is what I say, it's overkill. We're not just picking out the big people, we're picking out everybody.
But it would be for you to argue this if there will be a consultation on exemptions, and you'll be free to make those points. And they're valid points, and it's up to the regulators to come to a judgment.
I think it's important that TRA recognise the problem for the tyre trade and supports it.
And we, from the NTDA perspective, we'll also be representing those views, Ashley, because I mean, certainly when I attended the TRA board meeting, we had a presentation from the Environment Agency, we had a brief discussion around this issue and the fact that there was pending consultation. We did actually say what we don't want is a scenario where those who are already operating legitimately suddenly find themselves having to jump through hoops in order to improve the situation, which really is based around the rows that have operated under exemption for so long.
It is about partnership.
Yes.
Thank you, Stefan.
Andy, Peter.
It's not a question really, I just wanted to reinforce a couple of points of what Gavin spoke about earlier. And also, yes. Is it Paul Early Morning from...
Paul Biggs, yes.
Yeah, from Quick Fit Development, People Development. So as a garage owner myself, obviously it's been a big struggle trying to recruit youngsters to grow your own, as they say. And over the last 18 months I've been doing school visits, trying to get into schools and speak to 14, 15, 16-year-olds and really just trying to explain to them that there is really fantastic careers in the automotive sector, from being a parts driver up to a Formula 1 driver and everything in between. And what's really distressing and frustrating is that you get a classroom of mostly boys, usually about 12, 13, 14 boys, and then the teacher usually will come up to you and say to you, these are the boys that are a little bit destructive and less academic than the others, and they'll be okay for the motor industry, right? And it really winds me up, because even the teachers have this perception of our industry, of what Gavin showed us earlier, and I think we have to together do more to voice and educate and promote our businesses within to further education and even to school leaders. Because if we don't, we're not going to get enough young people in. And fortunately for me, I was one of those kids years ago that wasn't very academic, 35 years ago. And it was disruptive, always got detention, and got shoved into an industry that absolutely I have loved and have a passion for, and is so vibrant and challenging. And it's a shame that most people look at our industry like Greasy Jones. And I think we need to collectively do something about that.
And it's fascinating, although not a question, I will give you 3 responses which are actually quite indicative, I think, of how things are changing. The first one is the Tyre Industry Federation is looking at how to make the industry more attractive. We saw it as one of the pledges within our manifesto as a trade association. The worshipful company of Wheelwrights, which is a livery company of London, which already does this in terms of attracting people into the ancient branch of Wheelwrights, is now working with us to try and attract people into our industry and is supporting the Apprentice Award tonight. And one of the apprentices in the finals, who is a female, is very inspirational in terms of some of the additional work that she's been doing for her employer. She's been back to her old school, she's done a presentation to all the pupils, not just ones that have been handpicked, so the whole school had a presentation from her. And she's now speaking at the apprentice intake days, where basically they're talking about the opportunities available. And apparently it's having a massive success in terms of changing people's perceptions, because she is an individual who didn't really know where she was heading in life, got involved with the apprenticeship program, and is now doing great things within her company, and is now on the management ladder. And she's giving back, but it's working. And I think these are the type of ambassadors that we need to develop in the industry, and people like yourself as well, who can eloquently speak about your own experience. Absolutely.
Can I just also add one very important point for me, which fits in with what's been said today, is that there's a big challenge for all of us, because it's all about margin, right? Nothing's going up, everything's going down. So you never see anything going up in price. All you see is things going down. What then happens is that it spirals, because you cannot pay to attract the right people into the industry, right? So I'm paying £12 an hour to get a cleaner to come clean my reception area. And yet there's garages and industries within our sector that are not even paying that for technicians. Right? So, you know, we have to look at what we're paying people. And when I hear garage owners saying to me, we only pay 28 for a technician, so he can have the perfect CV, or her, but they only pay 28. So we've got this struggle of actually retaining people because of the pricing structures that we have. And we've got to change.
And there's competition out there in terms of other jobs that will offer more. But the other thing is, a lot of people have talked about perception and how people perceive the industry and how we need to change the perception. That's great. Let's change the perception. Let's show people what the industry is all about. But then let's deliver when we get people in. Because that's the other thing. We can't just change our image if it turns out to be the emperor's new clothes. You know, there's no substance behind it. Anybody else? Thanks, Andy. It's great. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your attention. Please, 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 if you're thinking of sloping off early to the bar or getting changed into your tux, do not do that. Because after the break, we'll be hearing from one of the most inspiring and intelligent keynote speakers in the country. I've had the pleasure of working with him before. He is fantastic and hugely entertaining, and you do not want to miss him. I will see you back here very shortly. Thank you.